There we go. Who knows, Kendall? We got anything going on? We got StreamYard. We got YouTube. We just want to go to YouTube here.
Night before first day of school.
Yeah.
So you should say that.
That's okay. We did. So we'll put that on mute. So that's us right there. All right. So, hey, man. How's everybody doing? It's Daddy John and Kendall.
I look like an elf in the shelf.
Yeah, you do.
Like with the glasses.
It's our first school night. It's 9:30.
Woo!
And
First day of school tomorrow.
And she's up. She's like my little night owl. So we're just hanging out. I don't know. Hey, Marie, how are you? Is Marie? I forgot. Is Marie down in Florida? Let's see where Marie is. She'll answer back. So we're doing, we got a couple items to ship. And Kendall's going to tell you a few things that she's done this week, right? And things you got going on.
So,
hold on. And I guess I'll let her talk and then I'll go get my shipment stuff ready and then we'll do some shipping. So you can sit here, Kendall. Hey, hey, you're hopping from one show to the next. So, okay. So Kendall's, you going to talk?
Okay. So, guys,
okay, I'm going to go get my shipping stuff.
I've been looking for Starbucks cups for my dad, but we haven't found any.
So which one are you showing them that we're looking here? Let's show them a picture.
The one that's black that has these bumpy spots. It's really cool. So my dad's pulling up a picture.
Where is it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we show everybody.
Oh.
So show that, like hold it up to the camera. Washington, Marie, Washington. Okay, state. So make it smaller so they can see the whole. And hold it up like right there. So we've been looking at that.
Pretty cup.
So anyway, I realized I need to make some better contacts, relationships with some folks at Starbucks. I don't do Starbucks. I'm a Wawa coffee guy.
And when we were at near where were we? Like in Starbucks somewhere, this lady was nice. And what's her name?
Des, I think it was.
It was Des, and she said she would describe.
Okay, Kendall, you can't have the food next to the shipping area. Okay, I don't want crumbs in the shipping area.
And Joy talked us into what did Joy talk us into?
The vision boards. We gotta work on our vision boards. Right.
So Joy was talking about maybe we could do a live doing vision boards.
Right. So I don't know if y'all know what vision boards are. It's kind of you just put down your thoughts, your needs, your prayers. Oh, they love your glasses. Yeah, she gets all these sunglasses and all. Then she pops the lenses out and wears them. She's making quite the fashion statement. And this year, her hair's getting long enough where we might have to start braiding it, and she's not letting me braid yet. And I'm actually a pretty good braider.
Because when he was little, he used to do his sister's hair.
Right, I used to do my sister. All right, can you keep them entertained, Kendall? And I'm going to go grab a couple of words. Okay.
For the teacher that I got is Miss Wing, and my friend is in my class, so we can watch classes together, and we can and or just as we're right beside each other, and we love chatting. So, yeah. I have nothing to say.
Okay, here I come.
So my dad's coming. And yeah, I'm in second grade. I'm going into second.
So we have 4 orders to ship tomorrow. Two more with questions. I had one order that canceled. It was some prairie dog. What's that utensils and all that. You want to get up, Kendall, so I can sit down, please? Some prairie style or whatever from Walmart. and the lady called to cancel on it, which is fine. I don't have a problem with this before I ship it and all that, canceling it. Take my hat off. So we got a couple things to order, and then I've got to answer a couple questions. One's on one is on a marathon shirt. I've got to send pictures to make sure it's no rips, tears, stains, odors, things like that, which I pretty much try to guarantee all that. If I wouldn't wear it, I don't expect somebody else to buy it and wear it. So Prairie Woman, that's it.
Me and my dad got this Virginia tie-dye shirt. Looks like Virginia Tech from a yard sale.
Yeah.
And we got all kinds of stuff for $1. For like, and I don't know, like Lake House, there was a yard sale around.
Listen, Kendall, we got to talk softly because if Mommy hears you up, she's going to be mad.
No.
Yes, she will. Trust me.
No, she won't.
Shh. So be quiet. Just be a little quiet.
Okay. So we got.
I'm going to let you stay for another like 5 minutes, and you got to go to bed.
And the yard sale, and then the yard sale said $1 a bag for everything in the bag was $1. And for the same thing with books, I went to the library, got tons of books, and I'll show you the colors that we got. Let me show you.
So I was trying to figure out how to share screen. Let's see what we got here. For entire screen, application window, Chrome tab. I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out later.
Okay, so.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Here are the clothes that we got.
Oh, yeah. That was, okay. So that was, we did we went to Littleton. If you guys watch any of the other content on the channel, Littleton had a Labor Day like festival and car show. And one of the churches, one of the churches was doing a yard sale, and we were there late enough where it was like $1 bag. So we ended up getting I think it's Remington. Yeah, Remington curlers. I think it's missing one curler.
No, it's missing 0.
Oh, it's all in there? No, It's missing. Oh, you got one? Oh, good.
So they're all in there.
So I probably got about 3 or 4 different sets of curlers. I've got to actually move some before I probably buy any more. But there's that. What else did we get, Kendall, on that? Skewers. I know, man. I need to make my own channel because Kendall's like taking over. All right, so here's a couple real quick. I'm going to show you guys what we sold.
Okay.
What? All right.
Just like
notepad. It's a notepad. Don't open it up.
A notepad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get a kick out of soccer notepad. New sealed, and then it comes with a little plastic tray. And this was actually sealed, but we wanted to open it up. I wasn't sure what this thing was. So that was part of the $1. What else?
Okay. This
handmade clay butter dish.
Butter dish.
Let me see it. It's actually kind of pretty.
And guys,
got some nice color to it.
Guys,
it could be the Blue Ridge Mountains.
So I did get a book.
Or the valleys.
I put it away.
Okay.
It was in the bag. And I got so much books that I just love reading stuff. Okay, here's the thing.
So I don't, I've kind of dove into a little bit of selling parts to appliances and all that. Heck on it, I just poked myself. So this is a fondue. Be careful, Kendall. Fondue skewers, and I suspect this is probably about a $12 to $15 rival fondue cord.
Someone said about the hair.
Yeah, what about it? Oh, hair accessories, yeah.
For what?
So this charger, and then it had like a plastic rim that went around the top that held the skewers. And so I did take a picture of the bottom of the fondue pot. I just didn't want to mess with it. I just wanted to sell the parts. So that's that. And then the last thing, weren't there some other buttons there? And you guys know how I like buttons. And this, oh man, smells a little bit like mothballs and all that. But this is a little, looks like a, what is this? Vac Vim. I don't know. Some this looks like a pimento bottle maybe, but it has old plastic buttons in it. So that's that. And then no, I told you those are buttons too, Kendall. They look like earrings.
Earrings.
No, they clip on the buttons.
No, they're earrings.
Do you see how that clips? So they would clip over the white buttons, and they're like the gold.
Bye bye.
Kind of nice. So anyway, there was
Dad.
a set of those. What?
After I finish this, I'm going night night.
Good job, Kendall. Be responsible. Let's start the first day off of the year great. So there's the button covers. Oh, Marie, I'll tell you, that'd probably be a good habit to get into, reading a half an hour. All right, Kendall, I need you to put this back over where we found them, okay? But basically, all that we just showed you was $1. I can't remember. I either gave him $1 or $2 because it was a churchyard sale. I kind of felt guilty, but I kind of didn't. And I even left some stuff because I'm trying to declutter. All right, there's that. Put that up. Thank you. So back to my sales. We had like 4 small ones. Bo's Cafe book. Got a few bucks for that. Glenn Swamp Picker's here.
Who's that?
One of the guys. Then this was a pop. I was going to keep this shirt, matter of fact. It's a double XL cruise line shirt. I like these that are already broken in. Kendall, what are you doing?
This is my new pen.
Thank you all for popping in. I appreciate it. I just saw a window, and I saw everybody else kind of doing a couple of their lives. And
Who's that girl in the red hair?
which one? Jennifer. She's always very nice.
She's red hair.
Does she have red hair? Oh. So I kind of neatly, I used to work at Structure when I was younger, and we used to fold with folding boards. And one time I actually sold a shirt, and the guy asked me to check it for holes again. I checked it, and I actually found a $10 bill in the pocket, so totally worth it. And I think I had given him a cut in price, but then I made it up into $10. Kendall's skirt. That was
Scotland skirt.
it's Scotland skirt, but it was made in China.
And Dad loves made in China.
No, I don't.
Yes.
So I basically put that in a bag, and I'll wrap a card or a chipboard around that, and then put it in a little floppy envelope.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So that's a sale.
I'm gonna be on for 6 more minutes,
Okay, 6 more minutes.
and then I'll have.
This
to
was a
say
shirt that biker shirt, Myrtle Beach, 2008 biker shirt, long sleeve, sold.
Ow!
So I've stated in the past I'm not a big fan of clothes anymore, but I do still like the graphic shirts. I like the race shirts, the marathon, decathlon, things like that. And anything that's like a double X, I'm an extra large double X or whatever. And so I either buy it for me to sell, or if it doesn't work out, I'll just keep it. So they're kind of just fold it like that, nothing fancy.
Dad, what shoes should
Put
I
it
wear?
in the
Dad, can I ask them what
suffocation
shoes I should wear?
bag.
Can I ask them what shoes I should wear?
All right, Kendall's got a survey going on. She wants to, they said the pleated
No.
skirt, Kendall, was pretty. All right, so she's asking y'all what shoes should she wear first day of school.
And I have a overall, and I'm
You're
gonna go get the overall.
All right, don't be quiet. I don't want to be in trouble with mommy.
And I'm gonna have 2 buns in here, 2 coats. Let me go get that overall so I can show you. You can pick what shoes.
And then this was the last sale, and I probably priced it too cheap, but I had a big dumpster dive, and this was one of the things that came out of that. I have to admit. Yeah, Marie. Anything that's kind of I shopped at XL. Someone once told me that sometimes larger people just don't like going out in the public and buying clothes,
Okay, this
and
is
that
my
it's
one.
a safe shop. It's a safe shop to buy that stuff. And I remember I had what size? It was like a huge skirt that I had gotten at Salvation or at Goodwill, and it was a huge size. And Caroline laughed at me for buying it, but I ended up selling that skirt.
Okay,
So
here's my white shirt. It's gonna be, and guess what? I bought this overall today.
is
So
it
I'll
light?
show you
Is it light? Okay, we kind of got it over. Let me fix it.
Yes.
A little bit.
All right. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's show you guys this. Okay. This is what I'm wearing.
You got it?
This is what I'm wearing.
Oh.
And I strapped it over sale. So look. Okay. So here's what I'm wearing.
Okay.
2 buns and 2 coats right here.
And then you got to decide on the shoes. I already know what shoes will look better.
What?
These Nikes.
Okay, but they're deciding. So
Okay.
if you want these Nike ones, you have to say,
One.
you have to say, I'm pink.
No, one. Vote one for Nike.
And 2 for these.
For 2 for the silver. So everybody gets a vote. That's what Kendall's going to wear tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you got, Kendall? 2. Uh-oh.
Woo! I like that vote.
Hold on. Let's see. That's only 1 vote. I'm voting 1.
Well, you
Hold
don't
on.
get a vote.
Let me see.
I like his vote.
Did I get the vote? Did I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I voted 1. Up 2
Okay.
again. Jennifer voted 2.
Woo! I like that.
Wait. Cindy did. Oh, look.
What?
1 pink. So it's tied. Who's going to vote? So we're tied, Kendall.
Guys, please, for one more.
Who's the breaking vote going to be? Let's see. Who? Oh, Kendall. Oh, Beth is watching. Aunt Beth is watching.
Okay, what did she pick? Okay, Aunt Beth, what shoes? 1 or 2?
Quiet, Mommy. Shh. 1 or 2. Aunt Beth gets to decide.
1 or 2, please pick 2.
Aunt Beth is watching. I can't believe it. Aunt Beth, you better not tell anybody that I've got Kendall up this late. It's almost 10 o'clock on a school night. Aunt Beth picked 2.
Yay!
Wait, that's mine. No, that's yours, right?
Woo!
All right, so show what shoes you're going to wear.
These are the shoes that I'm wearing.
Oh, my
And I might
gosh.
have Jim, but I'm okay if I get in trouble. I won't get in trouble. He'll just be like, I know it's, we'll probably have like something else like library. Probably library.
Okay, cool. All right, so is it time for you? Are you about done to say, are you going to say goodnight to everybody?
What time is this? Okay, so guys, I loved the shoes that you got. I'm not going to bed.
You
Um,
want Kendall?
Not going to bed. I'm not going to bed. I'm not going to bed. I'm not going to bed.
Okay, that's good.
Look. They
What?
say go to bed.
I know. Night, Kendall. All right, say goodnight there, babe.
So good night.
All right, shh, be quiet because the mommy's still in bed.
Bye. Bye. I'll see you guys later.
What did I do with my glasses,
Bye.
Kendall? I can barely see. All right, night. Go to bed.
Night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys for voting. Bye. What did that red hair girl say?
Let's see. Let's see
What
if we
did
can
she
share.
say? What did they
How
say?
do we share that
What did
screen?
they say, Daddy? Guys, I hope you guys have a good night and a good day tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, cool.
And we even got an extra vote from that girl.
Which one? Justin.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Bye, y'all. See you guys later.
Oh my gosh. I have my hands full.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna have to figure out how to share later. So right now, my reselling business, I have taken a break on really going out and doing any retail arbitrage, just trying to declutter. I've got my honeydew list, or my list to start tomorrow. And one of the things I've committed to is I'm getting a 10 by 15 storage unit. First month is $1 plus a $24 application fee, conditioned space. And then every month after that, which my goal is to have it for 2 months, is $98. And I'm having a home show coming up in September 28th, and I'm basically staging everything for that home show. I figured it for $25, it was worth the headache to basically commit to that unit to have a place to basically get everything out of the garage, everything out of my other storage unit, and stage it for the home show. And then we plan on doing probably 2 more flea markets before the end of the year. And with that, then we should be able to basically be back out of both of those storage units. And the garage should be thinned down by about a third. It's just tough to go through boxes that I haven't been through in years when I'm working over other boxes that I have. So that is the plan. So that's for tomorrow. Of course, the kids get up, go to school, get on the bus. Cooper starts middle school. And he was going to ride with my wife because she's the librarian at the school, but he decided he wanted to ride the school bus, which I think is a smart move, especially first day, that he rides on the bus instead of goes to school with his mom. So then I head to the post office. I always try to get my packages off first thing, just so I could try to. I promised 2-day turnaround, but I normally do 1 day. And since it's been a long weekend, I just want to get them out. And I know the post office is going to be busy anyway. Then I'll drop by Chick-fil-A, get my iced tea, and say hi to my buddy Ricky that manages a Chick-fil-A. Then I've got an auction pickup of an online auction called eBid Local. And I actually really wasn't planning on buying anything, but I ended up getting like 12 different lots for a total of $32.77. And everything from a lot of 3 hats, Sears vintage hair dryer for 99¢, a lot box of toys and games, cork art, which was, it looked like they're about 12 to Kendall. I hear you sneaking. Oh, give blown kisses. Come on, hurry up. Oh my gosh. You guys see her like crawling on the floor over there? Night, night. Love you, honey. Some cork art, which I can kind of sell those numbers at the home show. A lot of mirrors, and then it had a knitted owl, which there's an owl following on eBay. What else? Christmas decor, since it's an early Christmas show. Antique oak chair with metal reinforcement at the bottom. And what else did I get? Contents of a cabinet, including coffee mugs and glassware. I got that for 99¢. I figured I'd take it to the flea market, or we've got a local nonprofit charity called Mercy Mall that helps families and anybody that's kind of on the street that's just kind of getting started with the basics of everything from, we did a school drive. I think we talked about it on a previous video. I did a school drive where the kids showed up and got shoes, socks, some t-shirts, pair of jeans, a couple shirts, a backpack, but they basically serve the community year round. And they take baby stuff, which is kind of neat because a lot of charities don't take that, like car seats and all that, because of the liability. So it's nice to find a place that you can take that and not have, it's not going into the trash. So I've got that to pick up tomorrow. And the auction guy, actually, it was from like 11 to 4. And he said since I had so many lots that I could come early. And I'm also then picking up 2 lots for my neighbor Kevin. Aunt Beth number 2. Let me get you down from there, and then we can let's see, there we go. So the my neighbor's gonna be out of town, so I'm gonna pick up stuff for him too, which is nice. You just have to come with a paid receipt, and you can pick up whatever you want. So that was kind of neat. I probably shouldn't have bought it, but it was a deal. $32. I think I can probably. We'll see. We'll see. I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I did. And then I've got to drop off the payment for my mom. So for her care, which she's in a assisted living dementia care, and that's due first of the month. It's normally due the first, but you have till the 5th to pay. So got that going on tomorrow. And then I've got to go run back over and do some handyman work. So that's kind of my day, and I got to be home and then have dinner ready. So what else I have on my thing? Dream boards, maybe start working on those. Oh, I got to go by Lowe's, and there was some damaged warped fencing that my Chick-fil-A guy wanted, and I know the manager over there, and then I know they're going to be busy because with the hurricane coming up the East Coast, Lowe's and Home Depot probably going to be pulling resources from their stores and kind of staging it or getting it set up to basically support whatever issues along the way. So yeah, so there's what I did with I took a picture of the it's clear. It's not clear on there, but I can actually read the stock numbers or the part numbers for that fondue pot. What? Oh, did y'all see this? This was on a Facebook post. Y'all know what that is? That's like, it's not a cookie jar, but it's basically a model of Mount St. Helens. And then when you pull the top off, does it enlarge? The top, and then it shows the bottom part. I thought it looked almost like a decayed tooth, but that's what the dome looked like after it collapsed and blew off Mount St. Helens. That's crazy. Does that do any better? So that's that. Let me check my eBay, see what's going on here. I got a question on somebody's interested in some menthol cartridges that I had. I was worried about the shelf date on it. Someone's interested in that jersey. Let me show you that jersey. I'll go get that real quick. Yeah, so Marie, did you see that? It was on a Facebook, one of the reseller groups, and it was just so weird looking. But I was like, how unique, Yeah, it says before and after May 18th, 1980, Mount St. Helens, Washington. And it was made in Washington, 1980, Zoller. And man, I'm hoping that this was just, I don't know. Do you think it's just 55 cents or $5.50? With that period, I think it's just 55 cents. But the mountain, it kind of looks like the top of I don't know. That's a terrible picture, but anyway, kind of unique. Somebody will buy it. I'm sure somebody bought it. So I know I had one time I found a thing that was was a little plastic container, and it had 3 or 4 different compartments, and it was the ash quality of 5 miles, 10 miles, and 15 or 20 miles away from Mount St. Helens. and how dense, and then the farther away you got, it got more fluffy and light. And it ended up in the back of my pickup truck, and then it rained and it got wet and it got kind of cementy, and I was going to try to dry it out, but I was just like, this is volcano ash. I don't need to do that. So I appreciated it, and then I threw it away. So Aunt Beth, if you're still around, Joy, we just missed you. Kendall talked about you earlier about the dream at the vision boards. So welcome. She just went to bed. You missed the vote. She voted. She let the chat decide what shoes she was going to wear first day of school. And but welcome in. Thank you. So here's my to-do list so far for my home show. I'm starting to compile that. And then we are going to Nashville, Tennessee for Thanksgiving. Aunt Beth, if you're still watching, you and Aunt Susie are going to be invited to that. But we're going to do Nashville, Tennessee for Thanksgiving. And that should be a fun trip. We're going to do the Virginia Creeper Trail, which is a mountain that they take you to the top of, give you bikes, and you just kind of drift down the mountain. And I think it's like a 45-minute to an hour or so ride down the mountain, and that's going to be part of our field trip. So that's kind of neat. Joy, I'm appreciating some of your guests on your show and subbing to their content and all that on the cooking lady and the TV lady. And I subbed a lady tonight that did like a low country boil, and she was talking about the Wawa food, which I'm a Wawa coffee guy, so that was kind of positive. And then you're a young girl, so I hope I don't ever have to go to your funeral. But if I have to casket dive on you, Joy, like you were talking about, I'll do it if I have to. If that's your wish. She was talking about mourners and being buried in a casket, and she wanted somebody to fall or jump in the hole on her casket and just cry and sob. And I said, I dumpster dive. So, I mean, what's the difference in dumpster diving and jumping in a hole and just praise and joy? So anyway, so let's see what else I've got on my list of things for tomorrow. That's about it. So, all right. So we'll start packing. So to tell you how caveman I am, when I first got these, I was like wrapping these up and making sure they didn't get bent and all that. And then what I finally realized that inside of these is most of the time there's not a disc. It's just a little card that's got like key code on it. And then they go to the internet to this site and enter the key code, and they're good to go. So I don't wrap them up anymore. So like on this guy, I'll just stick it in the envelope, and then I'll print my Jennifer, you jump in too. I wonder how many people, what's the record on graveside mourners that have jumped in a hole of a loved one, and then if they got stuck afterwards, that would be a production. All right, so that would be that, and then I just got to wait and print the label. This is an industrial, I'll get that envelope. I don't know what Kendall did with it. Anyway, I might have to do this later because I've got a specific way I like packing things and all that. I guess I can cut the boxes while I'm here. So I've got the biker shirt and the Disney shirt. Yeah, so Joy, you're talking about when my grandfather died. It was really cool. He was a prisoner of war in World War II. And then he had a military, the salute with the soldiers there shooting their rifles. And then they folded the flag, and they ended up giving the flag to my grandmother. And, our country thanks your husband for his service, and thank you, we're sorry. Thank you for his service and being there, to his side. that was great. The hardest part was seeing the casket being lowered into the ground. And I mean, it was what closure. It was just, oh, and I said I would never, that was just tough for me for some reason. Just seeing that casket being lowered into the ground was, that was tough. So let's see. Marie said, I'll jump in there. Let's see. Let's post her post. Let everybody see it. I'll jump in there. If there's a backhoe to get me back out, I know how deep this hole or my uncle owns a cemetery. Yeah, taps too. I tell you, that's like one of but what an honor to have taps played at a service member's funeral. Yeah. What do you get stuck in that hole, man? Jump down in, and we're like crawling our way out, and Joy just laughing at us. You crazy fools! What you doing? All right, so let me see here. Oh, here's my bag. Not in perfect shape. This was like a Bible study or a small group thing. Had a little thanks bookmark in there. I'll just leave it in there. So I have a little tote that I pretty much keep all my things that I need for shipping. I'm missing my eBay roll right now, but I have my like X-Acto knife, my tapes. I know y'all know all this. I'm just talking. And then I have my card stock, and I just basically very careful that I don't cut myself. And then, just a little extra protection for my shirts. Probably above and beyond what I need to do. All right, before I forget, I'll put Disney on here. I don't really like sealing it or sealing that internal bag. One, because they could probably recycle it. And I'm all about repurposing. And these bags are pretty taped, so then I'll just weigh that and put the label on it. All right, so that's one. I got the two there. Clean up this box. The only thing if I had to go back and modify this is if the weight came in over a pound, because that's where it kind of, I don't have a lot of margin in these shirts, but if it comes in over a pound, I'm going to take a little bit of the packaging out. Biker shirts. But otherwise, Yeah, my father was also in the military service, and I've got his flag over there on the shelf. And that's something I need to teach my boys to do is how to fold an American flag. A lot of kids today don't even know how to do that. All right, so there's shirt number there. And the book, I'm going to wrap that too. Why? You say it's a book? Just because it's medium mail. That's the cheapest shipping there is. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Thanks for checking in. I decided to just pop on and do a live. Let me know if you want to do any lives this week. Does anybody want to pop on? Let me see if I can share my, how do I share the invite? Let me see if I can figure that. Invite, there we go. Let's see. To do it? All right, anybody want to pop in? Come on down. You can stay as long as you want or as little as you want. Oh, hip flipping mama is in bed. I know it's a school night here, Kelly, but I'm up. I'm rolling. You just missed Kendall Wendell. You missed the vote. She had everybody vote on her shoes. All right, this one happens to be, I think I can slide this in here. Stuff is staticky. Nothing fancy, nice and neat. I know, y'all. Everybody's liking Kindle. I've kind of promised I'm limiting the content with Kindle. Caroline doesn't like her being on YouTube, although I think she fits in fine. So so that's my wrapping up my packages. So I can, if I could learn how to share my screen. Maybe Kelly, that's what you can do. Help me do that next time on how to share my screen. Thank you all for everybody that's did a thumbs up also. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just surprise. It's crazy on how you can just put content out and the community comes and people just hang out, and it's kind of like you need to have it because sometimes the reselling business is kind of lonely. I'm gonna go grab a carbonated water real quick. You guys hang in there. I need to stop saying Johnny boy. Correct. Oh, so you got to do the screen share on the YouTube. Can you still stream? I guess stream on YouTube. I'll figure it out. Do something. All right, so I'm gonna work on my labels. So the next thing I do is I write down, just on a little piece of scrap cardboard, I've got book, Disney, motor shirt, and what is it? CD program software. So I'm going to go weigh my stuff. Got it, Marie. Yeah, you're welcome. You guys are always welcome. It's always neat to get to learn from each other and share and all that. I'm going to weigh these real quick. Booker pen, marker shirt, 16, software, 6, Disney, 14. How are we going? All right, 4 things weighed. Hi, Patricia. Now, Patricia, you're Florida, correct? Is that right? Boy, I'm real talkative right now. Okay, so now I've got my little weights. Everything that came in under a pound. So are you hunkering down? Are you East Coast, West Coast, Florida? What's going on? It sounds like it's going to skirt up the coast. There's still going to be probably a lot of flooding. And I know that I was talking to my Home Depot manager today. They were on a big corporate call tomorrow on how they were going to prepare and serve all the hurricane damage. So, all right. So I'm going to go to my eBay. And you go to selling. Exciting, exciting. I got good feedback today on some shiitake mushrooms that I had sold. All right. Yeah, these shirts I didn't. The Disney shirt I sold for $12.85. 14 ounces. So I'll make a few bucks on that shirt, but still, oh my gosh, first class for that Disney shirt's $5.53. I don't waste time on it. I don't worry about it. I just ship it out, get it out, figure make better buying decisions and sourcing decisions next time. And go from there. All right, so the Disney shirt's done. Sometimes I mess around trying to find cheaper shipping, but a lot of times I'm just roll with it. I try to, try to get it in under a pound and then just roll. All right, let's see here. Here's the that book was under $5. It came in at 10 ounces. So let's see what the 10-ounce shipping is. And $2.75. So I maybe made $1 on that book, but it was better than donating to Goodwill, and hopefully it's going to a good home. So I'm gonna print that off. I I'm not a action figure guy, but I did go buy how that one went. Okay, so that's the book one. Cross that off. I did buy on the action figure sale at GameStop. I did buy one Fortnite figure that I've got to get listed, and I'm kind of just holding off. That'll sell at Christmas time, end of the year. All right, so the biker shirt, I originally last year I had it listed at 18. I think I had it at $3, not $3, 13, and that came in at 15 ounces. Hopefully that won't be. Where's that shipping? $5.53 again. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. The way I see it is I'm clearing out and I'm making more space for new stuff. And I'm real excited about the Aunt Beth, were you here when I was talking about getting a storage unit? I'm basically going to get a storage unit to stage my stuff for the home show. And also my 2 flea markets coming up, just so I have space for all my other, so I can go through the whole garage. I haven't really sorted through my whole garage since we moved in 10 years ago. And that's what I need to do. So the software is kind of up for debate on whether I can send it media or not. It's showing up media, but the difference on, let me see, 6 ounces. And I try to get a rough estimate on the dimensions. So the media was coming in at $2.75, and the first class is $3.22. That's like 50-cent difference, but I don't have any expense in that because, you know, where I source that, and it gets it out. Media occasionally, I've, knock on wood, have never had problem shipping media. It's always gotten there very quick, but first class probably better. So I'm just going to purchase that at that. It's thinking open label, print, and it's going. All right, so back to you guys. Hey, Donatello, welcome. Got an all-star in the house. She just went, I think last week, broke her 1,000. So it was neat. We were there that night. She had a lot of friends come in and congratulate her and all that. We'll get there. We've got to put more content in it. We're still trying to figure out our niche and all that, but we're having fun. That's the thing. And I don't want to like play to the numbers up and down. I mean, there's some people that are just so worried about hitting their numbers. And I just wanted to kind of document the journey. And if it blesses somebody, more the better. So I got to stop saying so much. I'm multitasking. All right, I'm going to go get the labels and I'll be right back. Marie, you're at 200? I don't know where I'm at. I know I think I'm over 200. I think at 209 or something like that. I'll be back in a sec. Hold on. So I've got 2 bags that I operate out of. This is my first shipping bag where I take my stuff to the post office. I got to watch it. I got to take it full because my post lady that I see there, she wants this bag. So this is a 31 bag I got at the bins at Goodwill. And then this is my other bag I have. Is a pink one. I have no problem going to Chick-fil-A carrying a pink bag. But, so this is the one I put my postage in. Thank Thank you, Patricia. We should have said that when Kendall was around. So, okay, so everybody knows what the shipping labels look like. My neighbor actually across the street had some extra FedEx labels. So that's what I'm currently using. Thank goodness. And I have shipped FedEx, so I don't feel totally guilty using them because I do use FedEx every once in a while, Smart Post. All right, so this one is the Black Skull Rider. So that's the biker shirt. And that is shipping to Oregon. So Marie, kind of out on your side of the country, West Coast. So Myrtle Beach to West Coast. And I've got, let me show you this shirt. I like orange a little bit. I've got to get this shirt listed. That's Sturgis, Black Hills Rally 2013. Again, it's a bigger size. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this is a 3XL. I kind of like that shirt, so I haven't listed it. All right, so then first year when I was reselling, I used to keep all this. I don't anymore. I don't. I just really don't worry about it. I just don't worry about it. Okay, so the next item is the software, and that's shipping to Kingston, New York. So try to neatly put the label on. Hold my tongue right. Yeah, Marie, I like that shirt, don't you? So we're going through, I really limit my donations to Goodwill. Over the years, I've donated to Goodwill. I'm not the biggest fan of Goodwill. All right, so this was a manila envelope. I did not lick the seal. I just put the clip there, and then I take some tape and make it a little wider. Kelly, are you still here? Is this good, like Betty Bide music? Keeping you awake? Oh my gosh. All right, so get a piece about a little wider than the envelope, and then I just kind of fold it over the back side. Cross back like that. Not that somebody might reuse it that way because they can kind of just maybe knife open it and all that. Okay, so that's package 2. All right, next one, Disney Cruise Line 2XL blue pre-owned soft shirt. So somebody had mentioned that they were having trouble with the people were selling on eBay. PayPal was processing it and then wasn't notifying eBay. I didn't even check. I was wondering, did any of y'all have that problem? Oh, yeah, on the thing. That's true. I do that sometimes. I gotcha. Yep. And then when I'm ready to roll. All right, last one is the book, and it's going to Belton, South Carolina. Belton, South Carolina. So hopefully that's not on the coast, but we'll see. Nice, neat label. Package number 4. Done. All right. So throw all those away. Get my little carbonated water. Hey, Destiny, how are you? I've still got to get your clover leaves going, rounded up. Let me show you what I got for borderline hortish, though. I can't keep it a secret. It was so cool. Let me show you, because she likes unicorns. So I'm a big time like whenever I can find wood stuff. So I know, Destiny, I've got stuff for you to send, but this is a look at this thing. It looks like a donkey. It's a unicorn donkey. One of a kind because it's hand carved, but it's got Kimmy's name all over it. I know. I'm going to send it to her. I sent a bunch of shells to Darlene Norgus, and so I'm getting stuff together for you guys. But look, it's just it's crazy. So anyway, I've got it somewhere where I will not remember, or I'll remember where it is. But I've got a couple shamrock stuff. I just got to find it because I know I pulled it out. I was scrapping some of my brass, and it was just when I was getting to know you guys, and then I think you ended up in the hospital with your stuff, and now I don't know where I put it. I'll find it. So, but I want to do a bundle package and all that. If I'm going to pay for shipping, I want to like load you up with a lot of my junk and be a blessing. So, okay, so I've got to answer this guy. So, of course, I've had this sitting around for probably about 8 months. I was talking about these marathon shirts. And any size of these sell. This happens to be, I think, a small. And there's nothing wrong with this shirt. I mean, they asked me any holes, tears. There's nothing wrong with it. I almost want to say perfect, you know. The only thing it's got on is probably dust. I mean, it smells new. But if you're sourcing, this is a good little bolo. The boys are in bed, Patricia. Cooper's got to be up early for his first day of middle school. And I had mentioned earlier he was going to ride with Caroline to school, but one of his buddies wanted to meet him on the bus. And so he's going to ride the bus, which I think is the best move, to ride on a bus instead of riding with his mom, especially the first day. And then they'll probably start working out after school, going to the Y and work out, which I probably need to start doing a little bit too. And then Brady, he sleeps in late. He goes to bed early, sleeps in late, but when he's full steam ahead during the day, they have to be at the bus at 8:50, and he'll probably get up. Probably tomorrow we'll get up about 8 o'clock. He'll probably be excited, but they're in bed. They're ready to roll. They'll be ready to go. We're trying to eat a little more healthy this year. We're not doing those plastic tray Lunchables like we did. It was just convenient last year, but we've made a commitment that we're going to do a little better on lunches. And I've mentioned my buddy Ricky that works at Chick-fil-A, and they've changed their packaging with the new launch, the macaroni, and if you eat at Chick-fil-A, the salads and all that. And some of the stores have leftover by the thousands, the small bowls that the fruit goes in and all that. And so I'm going to have access to a lot of that. So, so I'm going to answer back. This thing will sell, because when I answer back that it's perfect, it'll sell. No prob. And again, like I said, I'm not a big fan of clothes, but not a big fan of clothes, but the stuff that I do have, when I list it, most of it sells, or I've got it, I can wear it later. So yeah, Cooper's got to be at the bus at 6:52 is his bus, and he's got to walk down this. Oh, he's got to walk down the street. Like he'll walk down the street to catch the bus, but he'll be okay. He's a big boy now. No worries. Let me see how many people are in here, and I'll pull out something. There's 8 people watching. All right, and it looks like there's all ladies, right? Is there ladies? All ladies? This I've had in my inventory for a while, and I'm going to throw it up there. And if somebody, let's say, what could be a cool, yeah, if you say you need this suitcase, I will send it to you because I'm ready to get rid of it. I've had it listed and it's just, I need the space. So Tommy's the headmaster, huh, Destiny? All right, so hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna go get something. This is gonna be the giveaway for tonight. All right, so don't leave. All right, are y'all ready? It's all packaged up nice, and it's pink. Let's see. Got like a little carrying handle here. You see that? And it's got a little, I think it's a breast cancer keychain. Got it? And then check this out. When I flip it around, what do y'all think? I don't need it. It's a bra suitcase, man. Who needs this? Does anybody need this? It's brand new. I'm just ready for I'm ready for it to get out of here. Who wants this? I should put on an auction show, but man, let's just ship it out of here. Who wants it? Pay shipping and I'll send it to you. Anybody want it? Or a makeup bag? Yeah. If I was starting a diet, I could turn it into, like, if I had like, yeah, it's for a bra. It's to put your bras in. You could turn it into a doggy bowl if you had like a doggy bowl. Joy, you'll have to come to town with me and go picking with me sometime. I find some stuff, girl. I'll tell you. I was showing Patricia the other day some of my stuff in my glass cabinet. All right, this is up for grabs. First person that says, what are we going to say? Mine, mine, mine. How about that? I'll send it. Airmail. It's coming from a smoke-free, pet-free, 3-kiddo household. So you guys can have it. Anybody want it? Hey, what happened to Pat D's Charlie's Angels? Wouldn't this be a great prank gift for Pat D's? I can't send it to him because I don't want to get on his bad side. But this would be Myra. Okay, let me weigh it, and then we can figure out shipping. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go weigh it. Oh my gosh. All right, Myra, I think you're getting lucky. I did like, I pressed down on them and they're not squishing. It's like I'm doing CPR. So yeah. I don't think they're going to squish in a poly bag. So I think we can do under a pound for this. So if you want to friend me on, Facebook, it's John McCormick, and then send me a friend request and then send me your address. I'll ship it off to you. Let's see. And let me write down that I've got you down. I promise. I've got I got to send a glass frog. You guys saw I gave a glass frog out to Just Sandy, and I got to get that out to her. She did. Has anybody heard any updates on how Sandy's doing? Myra Elaine 32218. So I'm going to send it out basically in a poly, so it keeps it under a pound. And I bet you shipping should be about $5 or $6. So is it okay to ask you to pay shipping and you just send it to PayPal? Is that fair? And if not, I'll send it to you anyway. It'd be a blessing. But I thank you. It helps me get my clutter out. What is Patricia saying? No. Okay. I know we did the auction. Thelma did the auction and what we raised about $1,900 for. And yeah, I like Sandy. She was one of my first people that I was watching in chat when I was first learning about YouTube and all that. And I ended up buying a white buffalo necklace for Caroline that she sent me. I watched her make it, and then she sent it for Caroline. So it was cool. And honestly, I'm like, I grew up in a military family, so I never wore tie-dye. But I'm kind of, I like it because I think it sells. I've got some American. Let me show you another tie-dye I've got. Let me pull it off another mannequin. I'm normally really not a tie-dye guy. I'm pretty straight and behaved. This one's Myrtle Beach. And occasionally we go to Myrtle Beach. This is on one of my female models. I think this is the petite one. And this one has no tag. But I probably got about, I guess, 3 or 4 tie-dye shirts for me. And then some of these I'll sell. Hi, Jill. Thank y'all for coming in. You guys missed the Kindle show earlier. Oh, this is awesome. I think it's the first time where I've had 8 watching and 10 thumbs up. So you guys are great. Showing the love tonight. It's amazing that I can just talk and entertain people for a few minutes. And it's still early for most of y'all, I guess. Colorado is what, 8:45, 9:10. Yeah, 8:45 Colorado. So it's still early. It's still early here too. All right, so we're shipping this out. Y'all want another giveaway? Else? So you guys are talking about Instagram. Matter of fact, Dad's Vintage Garage has got an Instagram channel. So does anybody have any tips on selling on Etsy? I've got like one listing on Etsy and I want to do more. I just like listed and then I kind of lost the flow on how to do it. So I didn't do it. All right, hold on. Let me check my phone. Facebook. All right, so Myra Elaine. I've got Myra Elaine Stallings Craft. Myra Elaine works at the Sorowski Institute. Myra Elaine Fitzner at Panda Express. Myra Elaine Princess at Hello Kitty. And Myra Elaine for a doula. Are any of those you? So Myra Elaine, which one is you? Myra E. Freeman. Okay, I'll put you, hold on. Gotcha. All right, so how do I do, let's see. Okay, I'm going to wave at you. Hello from Dads. Get it? Myra, do you paint? Are you with Mid Morning Bake Room? Is that with Norgus or is that with the other guys? Do you paint at all? I'll send you some paintbrushes too. Till we get in just under a pound. Okay, I'll send you some paintbrushes. Do you want just the standard ones or you like the ones that are kind of feathered out? So I'm Facebook as John McCormick, but I probably need to be Facebook Dad's Vintage Garage. All right, let me show you all paintbrushes. I'll show you what I sent to Darlene. Hold on. So I went to, we've got a store here in town called Foremost, and it's like damaged freight. And so I bought loads of brushes, and I've sold some on eBay, but gosh, brushes are a little pricey, and it's so worth blessing people with these brushes to do more artwork. So there's that one. All right, you like the feathered out ones? All right, so I'm gonna, with the booby holster suitcase, I think we can get in maybe 3 more brushes and make it just under a pound. But we'll do these 3. How about we put those 3 in there for you? And I'm going to do a bundle. I think I'm going to post a bundle, get another bundle up on the the group and just do like a fair price for everybody if they want more of these. All right, so I'm gonna put these in for you too. So I think they're like middle grade. They're called Simply Simons. And yeah, they were, I got a pretty fair deal on them, but I've got probably about 300 of them maybe. And if you're a Tammy Faye person, they are great for applying facial mask and all that. I'm not a facial mask guy. I just use it for painting, and I really don't paint that much. I'll show you one. Let me show you some of my crazy paintings. I'll show you all. So that's a painting I did. Nothing fancy. Lighthouse and tea kettle. Yeah, I'm calling it the booby holster holder. So it's holding you, it's a bra holder. All right, so that's one of my paintings I did. Nothing fancy. And then this was one that I did. So this was like one of those paint nights where we went, and mine was the only one that was different. Everybody else is like followed the instructor, and I think I had like a glass of wine, and I just started. I do my best work when I'm under the influence, and so I didn't really listen to the instructor. I just kind of went wild with it. So anyway, art is therapeutic. Let me show you. Oh, well, since you guys are appreciating artwork, let me show you a piece of artwork that I bought at a yard sale, and I think I've got it listed $18 or $22. It's not a big deal, but let me show you what I got. I'll be back. Hold on. All right, so this is one of those cardstock. I found it at a yard sale. It says Karen Bradley on it. You guys are going to love this one. It is beautiful. Look at that. I mean, isn't that beautiful? I mean, I paid I know I paid $1, I think, but maybe $2. And the lady couldn't believe she couldn't believe she could sell it for $2. I mean, look at the hair. Let me get a close up of the hair. They did a great job. I had those paint night pictures. Occasionally I'll pick them up at a yard sale, and I was actually selling them at one of the local consignment stores. I'd buy them for $1 at a yard sale, and they were selling at the consignment, I think, for like 18, 24, somewhere around there. And then I'd get 50% of that. So $12. But I like that angel. I haven't sold it yet. Somebody else hasn't liked it as much, but I know, Patricia. Isn't that beautiful? Hey, Commonwealth Picker, another Virginia. I think he's out in Shenandoah Valley. He's got good content too, and he does picking and reselling with his kids too, which is neat. So if you are not subscribed to his channel, and just remember, you guys can subscribe and not bell icon. Somebody today, oh, my neighbor across the street was saying, he said, oh yeah, he said, I never get notifications. And I said, well, you got to rub the, do the bell, and then you can get notifications of what we're going on. But I mean, just if you kind of like somebody's content or you just want to help them out, sub it. And you don't have to watch their content, but at least it gives them a number. So I'm promoting Commonwealth Picker tonight because he's got his family's involved. I like that. So. All right, what else we want to talk about? I'm going through paperwork, sorting. I can sort some boxes if y'all want me to sort some boxes. I've got to fix my phone, so I've got to go back to Sprint tomorrow and get my phone straight. I switched from Verizon to Sprint. I wasn't totally happy with that, but I was tired of Verizon taking me for granted. So we made the move to Sprint, and we'll get by it. We'll be okay. I've moved my tower, my modem that was upstairs. I moved it downstairs, so my download and upload speeds have increased because I've got it kind of right over on the mantle now in the living room over there. So that's kind of helping a little bit. But I'm still trying to learn my get my content up and kind of what I need to focus on. So, all right. So we've got an hour and a half. I want to be respectful of your time. So I'm going to sign off. I thank you guys for, is anybody else going to go live or whatever? Cause I want to pop on somebody else's channel. I appreciate everybody coming out. And if it's a benefit, I'll probably pop on. These kind of help me too. I'll probably start listing a little bit. I've got my listing eventually is going to go over in the garage. Right now, it's right over there in that corner. I got a little Fortnite doll over there right now, and then all those boxes underneath are the from the home show, and those will go out in the storage unit. So we've got a lot of kind of moving around going on right now. But I just wanted to thank you guys for coming out, and we're going to sign off. And everybody have a great day. First day of school tomorrow. Homeschool, public school, no school. Stay out of trouble. Thanks for watching.